The haunted building of Dayasar, 26 years of silence. Between Mumbai and Dayasar there is a building people avoid looking at. Not because it's hidden, but because it's too visible. Trains pass it every day. Buses slow down near it. Thousands of people cross it without ever asking why a half-constructed concrete skeleton has been standing there for 26 years, untouched by time, law, or logic. Construction stopped overnight. No farewell, no closure, just silence. Locals say the day the work stopped, the laborers left their tools exactly where they were. Helmets, rusted rods, cement bags, everything frozen in place, as if someone had whispered a single command, leave, and no one ever returned. What people hear at night, after midnight, the area around the building changes. The traffic noise fades. Even stray dogs refuse to sit near the gate. That's when the sounds begin. Crying, not loud. Screams, slow, broken wailing, like someone mourning but too exhausted to raise their voice. Sometimes it sounds like a woman, sometimes like a child, sometimes like many people crying at once. People who live nearby swear the sounds come from inside the building, echoing from unfinished floors that have never housed a single family. Security guards have been hired before. None last more than 3 nights. One guard reportedly ran away at 3:15 a.m., leaving behind his shoes and torch. He later told people that while patrolling, he heard footsteps following him, but when he turned around, the sound came from above, from a floor that doesn't exist. The man who went inside in 2014, a freelance videographer named Samir, decided to document the building. He wasn't chasing ghosts. He wanted urban decay footage, something atmospheric. He went in the afternoon, camera fully charged, daylight still strong. Inside the air felt wrong. Not cold, not hot, just heavy. The walls were damp, even though it hadn't rained in days. Handprints too small to belong to adults were smeared into the cement on one staircase. Samir laughed it off and kept filming. On the 4th floor, his camera suddenly shut off. Battery full. That's when he heard crying very close. He called out. No response. Then behind him someone whispered, "Why did you come?" Samir ran. He later said the sound of crying followed him all the way down, multiplying with every step. When he finally escaped into daylight, his camera switched back on by itself. The footage was corrupted, except for one clip, a dark hallway, a slow pan, and at the end a shape standing still, facing the wall, crying. Samir deleted the video that night. He refuses to talk about what he saw when he paused the frame. The news report. In the late 2010s, a News 18 Hindi segment briefly mentioned the building. Their words unsettled people more than the rumors. The sound of wailing can be heard from this building at night. It has been under the control of an unknown entity for 26 years. The story behind it is heart-wrenching. No explanation followed. The report vanished from circulation soon after. What locals believe. Some say a construction accident occurred, multiple deaths covered up quietly. Others believe the land itself was cursed long before the building existed. But the oldest residents say something else. They say the building didn't become haunted after people died inside. They say something was already there, and the construction disturbed it. That's why the building was never demolished. That's why no builder ever touched it again. Because every attempt to restart the project ended the same way, with sudden illness, financial collapse, or unexplained deaths. The question no one answers. If you pass by that building late at night, you might feel it, a pressure in your chest, an urge to stop, to listen. Some people say the crying sounds clearer if you stand still, almost like it wants your attention, almost like it's been waiting. So the real question isn't whether the building is haunted. The question is, if you heard someone crying from inside, would you go in? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.